Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or thank you for joining if you're new here. Today is another sit down and yap video, 23 things I'm doing differently now that I am 23 years old. My birthday was just on February 17th and I turned 23, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to sit down and talk about things I am changing in this new age of Kenzie. So, of course, I'd make it 23, but I hope you like it. I hope you get inspired by some of these, and we're gonna hold each other accountable to make sure we are doing things a little bit better in 23 than we did in 22. So, let's get into it. So, I don't necessarily think this is gonna be a long video, but I think that every time it's a long video. So, we will see how this goes, but I have my list right here in front of me, and most of them are pretty self-explanatory with like the one sentence I wrote, but if I start yapping about it, my apologies. I like talking. So the first one is I'm starting before I feel confident. And again, that's kind of self-explanatory, but I seem to always want to wait to do something till I feel a little bit better about myself. And that is always an excuse. Like I can always feel a little bit better about myself. So we're starting when I want to start and the confidence can catch up. The second one is I'm going to the gym even when I feel awkward, mostly because I still haven't gone. I'm so anxious about going by myself that I just haven't gone yet, and I really want to. Like, I want to, but the anxiety is telling me no. And in 23, we're not going to let that happen. We are going to beat the anxiety about that, and we're going, even if I feel super awkward about it. The third one is I'm taking care of my body before I love how it looks. There can always be something wrong with my body. I mean, hair is dead, skin is dry, but you know what? I can fix those things, and I gotta really start taking care of myself before, because those things won't magically fix itself if I'm not doing the things I need to do. Speaking of, I did have my roommate cut my hair, and now a lot of the red is gone. Like, you can kind of see it here still, but yeah, so we did cut my hair, and that is a step in the fixing. Look at the blonde that's still in there. We're fixing it slowly. The fourth one is kind of a no-brainer and a big one, but I am prioritizing protein, water, and sleep like they're non-negotiable. I really need to fix my sleeping habits. I either sleep like 5 to 6 hours or over 9, and either way, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling overtired, lazy, I don't know, just kind of gross, like that hot mess when you wake up. So we have to fix that. Water, it depends. I've been better lately drinking it, mostly because I've been getting a lot of headaches, and I know it's because I'm dehydrated. So we're drinking a lot more water, and we're gonna keep doing that. Protein, I used to be really good about, and now I've kind of slipped, mostly because I am tired and I'm lazy and I just kind of grab the first thing I can, and it's filling, but not with like protein, and then I get hungry a lot sooner than I would if it was a high protein meal. So we're gonna try to fix that the best we can in this new year. Fit is gonna be a hard one for me. I'm not gonna spiral over one off day. Okay, so we had to end up moving because my washer decided it really wanted to bang like it was a drummer. So we are now back in my room, and I think we left off with 5. If I didn't finish that, I'm so sorry, but that was terrifying how loud that was. So, 6, I'm going to protect my mornings. I've already been trying to do this a good amount. I think it's gonna be something I am going to implement more, try to be a little bit more strict with myself on, and it's like no doom scrolling, no reading the news, just try to get ready, maybe make breakfast, and then, feel all the emotions of the day. But my mornings will be protected. The seventh one is actually one I don't do well, and I hope I can start, and it's researching things instead of complaining. Like, as I've said, my skin and my hair are just not where I want it to be right now. And instead of complaining, or I guess in conjunction with complaining, I want to research how to fix it, how to make it better for me, what I can do. Yeah, what scientists are saying, like all that fun stuff, because I magically don't know everything. And complaining won't make me know. 8 is something that I can't do right off, but I'm hoping I can start doing early into this year of 23, and it's saving money like future me matters. I'm saying I can't do this right now because I'm still not making a lot of money. So there's nothing I can really save yet. But when I do, or if I end up having to go get another job, I will save it. I very much, clearly, if you can see around me, love things, and I definitely use shopping as a coping mechanism instead of facing my feelings, but we're not gonna do that. We can shop a little bit, but no more dopamine hits when I'm depressed because I decided to drop money on something. So, we are saving like future me matters because future me does matter and future me has no idea what's gonna happen. Number 9, I'm being disciplined because I care about myself, not because I hate myself, which is something you definitely have to keep telling yourself when you're going through major changes. Like, I'm going through a health reset, I want to start eating healthier, and you have to remind yourself it's because you love yourself, not because you're restricting or hating yourself. And then, like, just, trying to do things I don't necessarily want to do right now, like wake up earlier. Like the thought about that, I'm like, no, don't do that. But also, I know how I feel when I sleep too long. So I love myself, and I love myself enough to know that I need to push myself on these things. Number 10, I'm doing more things alone. If you saw that little short of me going to Walmart alone, you would know it went well. Um, it was still a lot though, but also it was the day before Valentine's Day. What can I expect? But I wanted to start doing more things alone just to do things. I think once the weather gets a little bit better, it will be easier because I can do stuff like outside or not necessarily have to go to like a store where tons of people that I don't want to see are there. And I can go to a park and read. So that's something. Number 11 is I'm posting the video even if it's not perfect, which a lot of these videos haven't been, but I'm still getting on myself. Like, you could spend so much more time editing, making it better, cutting things out, going back, redoing it, planning better so you can record. No more. Some videos take me like 10 hours to edit, and it still looks like a child edited it. And that is okay. I am learning. And I'm not going to spend hours of my night editing a video the night before just so it looks a little bit better Girl, get some rest. Turn it off. You work from home, and I think that's my issue right now is that I'm working from home and I do not have good work-life balance. But we will work on that. I'm choosing consistency over dramatic motivation, aka my moments of pure energy. There were days where I will spend hours cleaning, doing like 5 loads of laundry, vacuuming, picking up every room, deep cleaning like 1 or 2 rooms. And that's good in spurts. It does really help when I have to deep clean something, but I can't rely on those moments because they are so sporadic. And I really need to help with my consistency. Like, I'm not consistent yet, and I definitely want to be. I am someone who thrives on organization and just like consistency, I guess. So we will work on her. Number 13, and it's one that I wanted to do in the new year and I still haven't done, and it is saying no without an explanation. I always feel like I have to explain myself when I just simply don't want to do something or can't do something, instead of just being like, no, sorry, I can't. I'm like, oh, no, sorry, I have this, 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 and this. It's okay to just say no sometimes. It is genuinely okay. And I'm saying that for you, and I'm saying that for me out loud because I am still struggling and I haven't been able to do this at all. So, 14. Are we on 14? We are on 14. Okay. I'm stretching and moving because I want to feel good in my body, not necessarily to get a certain shape. I used to be, and still kind of am sometimes, someone who expects physical results that I can see. But I genuinely know that I just want to feel physical results I can feel. I just said feel twice, but whatever. Like, if I bend down to pick something up, I don't want my bones cracking. And right now they're cracking. Or I don't want to have to, I have done this, walk around a store for a long time, like Christmas shopping or something, and then have to like bend forward just to crack everything because I got so tight. No more, no more. If I have to do it, I have to do it still. But I want to move my body way more, stretch more, just feel more like limber. So we got work on that. 15 is something I try to practice already, but it's something we are keeping while I'm 23 and probably going in a little bit more with. And it is cleaning my room or my space or wherever I am before my mind gets too loud. If I'm having a bad day and something's gonna start acting up in my head, I shut down fairly quickly and I have to rely on others to help in the moment, and I don't love that I have to. I love that I have people I can. I just want to be able to manage myself a little bit better. So, like right now, this is bugging me. Why do I have 4 candles? Actually, I do know why I have 4 candles, and it's because I found a secret bag of candles when I was organizing my bathroom closet. Some of them were the candle warmers, so like the wax. Some of them were like the candle warmer, so the wax kind of like went over the wicks, so I can't light them, and I don't use my candle warmer currently, so I had to like figure out what that was. And I haven't found a new place for them yet, so they are there. So yeah. But that's something I will definitely have to clean soon because if I get in one of those moments, that's something that will shut me down. Okay. The next thing on my list kind of goes with one I put earlier, which is I'm not doing scrolling at night, which goes very well with protecting my mornings. But I also want to protect my nights. And I think I've talked about this before on this channel. And I've started to try to put my phone like away 30 minutes before bed. do something like read a book, play Sudoku, do something off my phone, off technology. And it works so well. I sleep so much better those days. And I'm not super strict about it. And I definitely want to be more strict about it because it does make me feel really good. So, same thing here. Doom scrolling is kind of hard to say it's doom scrolling because I don't have social media on my phone right now. So, it's more like I guess I do have YouTube and I will scroll on YouTube shorts, which also feels kind of like work because then I'm like, oh, I can do a video like that or I can use that sound, which goes against, work-life balance. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. God, sometimes I'm so spacey. The 17th thing. So, guys, we're almost done. I'm romanticizing normal days, which is something I love doing anyway. I love romanticizing days. It makes life feel just a little bit more whimsical and fun. And I haven't been as good about this lately as I want to be. I think winter really gets to me, just the lack of sun and everything. But honestly, you will see very soon I'm in spring mode. Okay, I'm washing my spring bedding right now and gonna post a little short of me springing spring into my room. Um, so yeah, that I think will help romanticize things just because I I love spring. Spring's my favorite, and I think it'll make me feel better in general, and then it'll make me feel like I should romanticize everything, like baking bread, which I will be because I really want to learn to make sourdough. God, I went off topic. Anyway, 18 is one of my favorite ones, and I kind of wish I put it as 23rd, but whatever. And it's gonna be I'm going to talk to myself like I'm someone I love and care about because I am. I would never talk to my sister or my husband or my best friend the way I talk to myself. I wouldn't even talk to someone I dislike the way I talk to myself. So why do I talk to myself like that? The world may never know. Except for I'm sure they do know. But I'm going to be way better about this because I love myself. I saw something during the new year that was if you switched bodies with the person you love the most for the whole year, how would you return their body and act like that is the situation? And I was like, damn. Yep, I definitely don't do that. I'm like, if I had the body of my worst enemy. Anyway, 19. I'm letting myself evolve publicly. Clearly. I post YouTube videos for fun. Trying to make this a career. That puts me in some sort of public eye, even if it's small. And I've been nervous about, how I'm gonna change because I'm still pretty young. My thoughts and ideas and opinions will change. My lifestyle will change. And how is that gonna look documented? But I think it's kind of interesting to see growth. And not a lot of people can show their growth online like this because they just don't simply post enough to show their growth. And I think, I don't know, I'm gonna stop worrying so much and just let myself grow. I have a good opportunity where I am in the public and people can share tips and ideas and thoughts and feelings and all that stuff. And I'm very excited. 20. I'm decent about this. I used to not be. And I'm dropping imaginary timelines. Meaning if I see a lot of people from high school, college getting engaged or having children or buying a house, I'm not on the same timeline as them. Granted, I am already married, so the engaged and the married part is not in this. But I do have some friends who have bought houses, and I'm like, oh my god, I can barely afford my third of my rent. How are you buying a whole house? I'm not even close to that. I couldn't sustain a house. And I genuinely don't know where I want to live yet, so getting a house wouldn't even be realistic for me. So I gotta stop putting myself in a timeline with others. But that one definitely hit the most because I was like, oh my god, am I behind? But like, behind in what? Life? Girl, you could die tomorrow. You don't know where you are. So just keep going with what you want to go. 21. I'm allowing myself to be soft but not passive. I am a very passive person. I don't like conflict, which is crazy for the field I chose in college, being political science and then global policy. But conflict makes me so uncomfortable and I hate it. Um, so I tend to be very passive to let it just go. But I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I want to be soft and I like to be warm and kind and caring. But that doesn't mean I have to be passive. And if there's something I need to stand up for, I want to be able to stand up for it without feeling like it's wrong for who I am. But that is definitely something, a big thing we got to work on in 23. 22 is I'm choosing small bravery over big avoidance. Again, goes with some of the other ones, some videos you might have seen in the past, that I have OCD and anxiety, and a lot of the time, my anxieties tend to be something I used to be able to do, and for now, for some reason, something happened, triggered this thought that I can't without something bad happening. And most of the time, I know, like in my heart, in my head, it's irrational, but it's still like a very loud voice that just keeps telling me and telling me and telling me this is gonna happen. So, 9 times out of 10, the voice wins. Logic dies. So, we're gonna try to be a little bit better about that. We're gonna see what we can do, where we're at, if this is something I can end up changing for myself, fix in small ways. And I think the best way for me to do that is like doing these little things that give me anxiety and showing myself that nothing bad will happen, like going shopping by myself, going to the gym alone, like these things will happen and it will be okay. And 23, this one I really like as well. And it's I'm going to treat myself like a business I care about because I am a business. Technically, I'm trying to be self employed. I'm my business and I'm not doing the things a business would do. I really want to have a day in the week where I sit down and I like review our budget, put the things in for the week. I want to respond to emails that day, do some like admin stuff, plan the week, just kind of have a better working system, I guess. But I think that'd be kind of interesting to document, like, update my admin with me vibes. But yeah, so that one I think is going to be kind of exciting. Anyway, that is what I have for today's video, and I'm sorry we had to move location, but that washer was loud. But I hope you had a great week, and if you had a birthday this week as well, happy birthday, and I hope you had fun celebrating. I know mine was just an at-home thing, budget constraints. But my partner did. He made me a cake. He put balloons up. We had a good time. We did spend basically the whole day together, which is what I love to do. So, yeah. Anyway, See you in the next video. Bye, guys. Love you.